wholeness. We'll see how this live goes. Lately, my lives on TikTok have been kind of wonky, so I went back to recording them, just video, and then uploading them. But this might take a minute, so I just figure I'll go live. If it gets saved, it gets saved. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Resonance only, ignorance always. If you get something out of it, go with it. If you don't get nothing out of it, go away. If you feel like you're being offended, go away. If you feel like there's something that you need to be listening for, stay. Everything's a choice. Everything's a choice. Even when you don't want to own the fact that you have a choice. So this is a kind of a double reading. Tomorrow's a full moon, but I've been doing a series called What the Fuck is Going On Out Here? And this one is about tomorrow, which is 8/19. August 19th is a full moon. It is a full super moon. It is a full super blue moon. It's the third one in a quarter. There's one more to go, so it's a blue moon. It's affectionately called the sturgeon moon, but since it's a blue moon, it's called a betrayer moon. Read into that. Normally I tell you don't read into that. No, read into that. It's called a betrayer moon for a reason. If you know anything about the moon runs your emotions. The moon moves your waters. If this is going to be considered a betrayer moon, from my perspective, that's kind of an illusion to where your emotions might be betraying you. You might want to sit down and figure out why you're so emotional, energetically moved, before you give credence to everything that you think you're feeling. Keyword and everything I just said, think. If your thoughts are running your show, but you don't have responsibility as the thinker, you're already lost. So, wholeness to y'all. Greetings, good day, good way. Mafi Muskala, Alafia, all that good shit. Dosladanya, Privyet, whatever one. So, again, this is the What the Fuck reading for 8/19, but it's also the reading for the full moon tomorrow. And probably about 5 days ago, I did a full moon write-up. So I'll be reading off of that using Hill's numerology. So Hill's numerology is not your numerology. And that's not me trying to be funny. That is, my number system tends to not completely jive with what other people have going on. And that's because this is my perspective and my experiences. I don't care about your level of resonance. You have to deal with your level of resonance. So if it don't make sense to you, you got to figure out why. And maybe it's not supposed to make sense to you. I don't care. You have to let your life tell your tale. So 8/19/2024. My write-up says the abundant power to give life to manifesting or to stop manipulation. 8 is affectionately the struggle with the thoughts in your head, or it is simplistically your abundance. 8 has to deal with your abundance no matter what. And again, I tell you, abundance comes in duality. Abundance can be I got too much of something, or abundance could be I don't have enough. What's up, Sabo? So abundance is a dual. I got abundance of bills. I got too many bills. I got abundance of money. Holy shit, I got enough money. See the different connotation of uses. So abundant power to give life to manifesting. 8 is your abundance. 19 is the sun card. In the sense of where 19 belongs to the sun card. The sun card is the source of life and death. The sun can either give you life or the sun can kill you out here. So another thing with me, and I'm telling you, my number system, 19, when you see numbers in duality, you have to take both of them. So in the sense where I'm saying 19, that's what you hear me call the illusion itself. I'm running myself through cycles 1 all the way up to 9. 1 is the potential, 9 is where I will make it to the end. But the whole trick with that, going through a rat race just to get to the end so that you can feel safe, is did everything that moved you along that way put you in danger. Obstacle course. Hi, there's an obstacle course with knives and nails and snakes and rats and dogs and people with machine guns, but you got to go through this in order to learn how to live. No, I'm good, player. It already showed me everything I need to see. My awareness already told me that shit I don't need to know. See, I already killed that manipulation right there. Why? By not giving my energy, that sun energy, to giving life to something that already told me is going to get me messed up in the first place. They may have lost a couple of y'all, but you should kind of apply that to your life. If what you're giving your energy into, whatever experience you're giving your energy into, does not already show you in your wholeness, it is guaranteed to introduce you to yourself in pieces. So you got to start using your abundant power as source to quit giving life to things already designed to manipulate you into manifestation. For my fellow conspiracy theorists, that's what we call a false flag. When an event is orchestrated to get you emotionally, there go that dirty word again, full moon, to get you emotionally invested into giving your energy so that it gets credence for creation. For my fellow occultists, that's called predictive programming. That's called thought farming. That's called streamlining of energy. When you can plant a suggestive thought in somebody's head and then they go do what you told them to do without even knowing that you're the one that told them to do it. 8/19/2024. 8 struggling. 19 my power. 2024 the judgment that ends up manifesting. So if I am struggling with my power and my bad use of judgment is always what ends up getting manifested, that is the equivalent of somebody who, no matter what they do, keep ending up in a relationship with the wrong people because they're not the right person for themselves. 8/19/2024. I'll shuffle them again, just for shits and giggles, because I already know where this is gonna go. Hi, I might be a motherfucking psychic, but that's a classification I don't need. So, 8/19/2024, where you're already giving all your power away and shit keeps manifesting. Oops. I might be a motherfucking psychic. The abundance was already you, Lilith. The abundance was already you, Lilith. I say again. The abundance was already you, Lilith. Why'd you choose the things that are already guaranteed to get you enslaved? Hello, Lilith. Why are you going to vote for something that's going to end up getting you enslaved, but yet you ain't got enough common sense to vote for yourself? Shh. Shh. The Wheel of Fortune. Shh. When you already invested in somebody else giving you what you want to give yourself, you a fucking fool. 10. Your potential has already fooled you because you think somebody else is going to give you everything. But yet the abundant power was already within you. Oh, that could be dangerous. So already we've hit the Wheel of Fortune. You understand that? The Wheel of Fortune always will be in motion. You want to know why? Because that WHEEL already has somebody's WILL, their energy. The wheel won't keep still because somebody does not have enough will. Take that back. Somebody does not have enough common sense to stop using their will to power it. History will show you that. Many different levels. We could stop this if everybody do the same. And then you get 99% that want to do the same. And that 1% say, nah, I don't want to do it. Bloop. Everything falls back apart. Holy shit. Collective consciousness that don't want to collect itself, so it collectively stays disconnected in experience. Oh, 99.8. Heals numerology. The next line, if you take all of the numbers, 8/19/2024, you can create a 99.8. 99, the end game. It is what I'm striving to get to. If this was a video game, I want to get to level 99 so I get ready to face the shadow boss. Only 9 times out of 10, the shadow boss was me. So I went through this game to get to the end only to face myself. Well, holy shit, you mean all I had to do was face me? And then I had to go through all this shit? Because now I went through all this shit, and the me that I'm facing at the end, that shadow boss, is me with all the bullshit I allowed myself to go through. I allowed myself to go through, and now I'm trying to heal. 99. What's the end game? The whole problem was it's a game. Maybe you should end it. We playing chess, not checkers. It's still a game. Somebody else is still moving you. Holy shit, go that dirty word again. Emotion. Somebody else is still moving you, which means you ain't got accountability and responsibility to yourself. You just have response and ability to keep on going. It's spiritual journey. See, my spiritual journey is to get out here and to heal others so that I learn to heal myself by hurting myself so that I can heal others, so I can learn to heal others so I can hurt myself to heal myself by hurting others, that hurt myself to heal myself by hurting others. Shut the fuck up. Really. 99.8. The end game is that 8, you keep struggling. Your whole mental processes have been stoked and stroked and led into a mindset, scarcity consciousness, that told you do more so that you can be less. No, be less. Be less invested so that you can see more. Now, when I'm sitting still and seeing more, holy shit, I got options. You mean I didn't have to go all the way to exit 37 because there was a gas station right here at exit 1? Yeah, you was just going too fast. You got on that spiritual journey that told you you got to go somewhere to get somewhere. Well, holy shit, it was already within you. Holy shit, Dorothy, says Glenda. The powers was with you all the time. Bap. I'm sorry. That's a trauma for me. Every time I come up on that energy, that's a trauma for me. Glenda the Witch was a trickster beyond all levels. All that girl had to do was sit still and click her heels. She ain't had to go meet no scarecrow, no tin man, or no cowardly lion. She ain't had to go search for the whiz. She ain't had to go kill the witch. All she had to do was be still and realize the power was already within me. But guidance, being guided by something that's designed to trick you, that done smiled up in your face, done played in your fucking face, will have your ass on a fucking journey to nowhere. 99.8. The end game is your abundance. A journey to nowhere that took all of your energy to get there. Damn. Again, let history show you that. When you invest all your energy into a system that keeps building itself up based off of the pretenses of keeping you down so that you can be promised to be built back up, that motherfucker ain't gonna never let you free. Servant. Job well done, though. Holy shit, 99.8. The end game is your abundance. But the perspective is the key. Because if your mind does not allow you to have a perspective to see where, holy shit, I am the biggest proponent in my endangerment, I'll always invest in something else giving me safety. Chess, not fucking checkers. But you still in the game. So 99.8, the end game is your abundance. I'll do you a favor. Here is when you playing chess where you think you got the keys. What's up, Danielle? You think you got the keys? See, I know what death is. Holy shit, there's that 19. I am the sun. You right, you the sun. You're the sun. You a star that is investing its energy in creation at the expense of its own self. Damn. Yellow sun, red sun, white dwarf, supernova, black hole. Oh, sorry, that card jumped out. I gotta own that. I was gonna say here's the other side of it, but we still dealing with death. We still dealing with death. So that side of you that is already invested into the game of chess where you think you understand what's going on, here's what you ain't seeing. Holy shit. Here's what you ain't seeing. It's that traumatic thing you like to call love. Remember I told you, the sun is the force of life. The sun gives all its power to sponsor existence. Why? Because it loves its separation. Loads of vast energy. Love is the highest vibration. You got damn right. Why? Because it vibrationally already puts you in a condition to lie to yourself. See, I love hard, but you don't understand that my love is unconditional. Well, holy shit. Wait a minute. Love is a condition. Because love have what? Value. Love has what? Identity. Love has what? Quantification. Love has what? Desires, intentions. We can go on forever. Holy shit, those are all conditions. But see, that's not what it meant. Who told you that shit? Boo Boo the fool. You love it. You'll love it. Only that love that you keep on using as your foundation don't love you back. You can't trust that shit. Only thing you can trust is that it's going to use that loads of vast energy and teach your ass death. Why? 1 through 9. 1, potential. 2, connection. 3, more thoughts. 4, creation. 5, an experience, movement itself. 6, you're going to find trauma because you moved. That's not a lie. 7, now that you done moved, this is who you think you are. 8, now I'm struggling with what I'm going through. 9, I made it to the end. You made it to the end of what? Your own trauma. But where did trauma come from? Me emotionally investing in movement. Huh? Shh. Stick to playing checkers. Just stick to playing checkers and being subservient to the universe, yourself in reflection. Because if I keep on focusing on the reflection, I won't have to see my light, even though that's what my goal is. But the reflection is the main source for the shadows. Oops. That lost you. Oops. Timelessly pulled apart. You still sleep. You still dealing with all the shadows that your energy is creating. Because effectively, in the field of timelessness, you're destroying yourself. Holy shit, there go death. 3 comes before 1. Where they do that at? A countdown. Going backwards. 3, my thoughts, shows me my potential. If my thoughts are the only thing showing me my potential, pause on purpose. If my thoughts are the only thing that is showing me potential, do I know where my thoughts come from? Do you? Do you know where your thoughts come from? And if you think you're going to give me an answer to that, in the sense of where you think you know your thoughts come from, know where your thoughts come from, do you have enough awareness to negate the ones that are not authentic to your wholeness? Or are you just going to sponsor in every one of them that pops up in your head? Damn, you might be Glenda the Witch. You might be your own Glenda the Witch, guiding your own self into destruction and too ignorant to stop. In a collective consciousness, us as a singular thought playing out the experience of itself in infinite fashion, which to me, from my perspective and experience, that's all this is. One thought, infinite directions of thinking and identification. One thought, not the thinker, work with me. One thought that splits itself into infinite directions, and each direction now has autonomous rights as a thought to think itself into existence. So in me valuing my experience versus you valuing your experience, we still all connected to the original thought of the experience itself. So what I got going on still feeds back, thought forms, still feeds back into you. And what you got going on still feeds back into me, yet I am not me and you are not you. And even this thought ain't itself. It's just a fucking idea of energy. It is just a perspective of what could be if it invested, holy shit, loads of vast energy into putting itself in separation by empowering its own destruction. Holy shit, separation is destruction. If I'm whole and I split myself into duality, I've already destroyed my wholeness. Now I'm in multiplicity. Shadow thoughts try to make me ashamed of my confidence. I'm getting better, but need some practice. Sometimes the practice is understanding where that thought really doesn't, and this is perspective and experience. Sometimes your shadow thoughts are nothing better than psychic vampiric forms of existence. And then that's always a negative entity or some ethereal or some bullshit stuff like that. Sometimes it's just parts of ourselves that are traumatically responding to experience to where we believe in what we invested in. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes that parts of you that are only trying to make you pay attention, fishing your energy, pay attention to your lack states, it's because they have been energetically been kept safe from that form of energy. When I used to teach years ago, one thing I used to say is, oh, you want to find out where, again, this is even in my inexperience, or you want to find a negative energy form in your house, take some pots and pans and clang in each corner, and the one that go clink, clink, clink is where the negative energy is hiding out at. It's not so much a negative energy, it is compiled thought form energy that only sits there and waits to feed from what it's already attracted to. If you set food outside to feed a rat, and the rat comes back every day to eat, who's the villain? It's just that simple. Who's the villain? Is the rat wrong for coming to eat where you fed it? Or are you wrong for feeding what don't need to be fed? See, that's the perspective of experience. The perspective of fear will tell you good, bad, light, dark, shadow, reflection, all this other bullshit. You down here paying attention to the lower levels. We talking about practice. You down here paying attention to practice. You ain't ready to get out the game. So you can keep telling yourself that these lower level thought forms that are only responding to your anger, your fear, your lack, your depression, your self-value issues and stuff like that are the ones that are beating you. They're beating you because you keep eating them. You give more energy to them than to the position of, hi, I'm whole. Let me sit still and see what's pulling me apart. Even when what's pulling me apart is me. Because if the only thing pulling me apart is the type of thoughts that I allow myself to think without having that nasty ass finger of accountability pointed at somebody else, then holy shit, there's where the work's at. That's where the work's at. Because I keep doing this myself, not somebody else keep putting me in that position. And that's what too many people are doing. Somebody else making me angry. Somebody else won't let me. Holy shit, are you fucking enslaved? Yes, is what a lot of you need to say. Because your mindset don't want more. It just want to see more from less. You love your limits and you think that you're going to get set free from your limits by trying to become unlimited thinking in your limited thinking. Huh? If that didn't lose about 85% of you. You understand what I'm saying? That if the end game is to get out of the struggle, you don't go through the struggle to get out of the game. Sorry. My name is not Pitfall Harry for people around my age. You do not jump over the fucking alligators just to make sure you can be safe. I was already safe. The alligator was in my way. But that's the only way to get around it, motherfucker. You better build a gun. Shoot that motherfucker. Not jump over him with a rope, hoping you make it. That's what a lot of y'all doing out here, swinging on the motherfucking rope. We call that the hangman. Sorry, 99.8. You love being pulled apart. Why? Because timelessly, in the cycles of your mind, that's the only thing you've invested in. TIME, this is my energy. But if I've been taught that I have to get my energy back from things, I never learned that time came from me. I never learned that time has to come from me. Hi, I would like a minute of your time. Some of y'all be, okay, I'm going to give you a minute. Knowing good and well you don't have that minute to give, you will acquiesce because you already have a subservient energy of allowance. Hi, I need a minute of your time. I ain't got time for it. We good. But that's rude. No, that's being aware that that's not for me and I'm not going to invest in it, and it does not have rights to me more than I have the right to maintain myself. But again, that's a perspective and that's an experience. So if you keep pulling yourself apart by giving everything your energy, 31 actually becomes 13. What's 13? Death. Holy shit. The sun gives life and death. In tarot, 13 is the death card. On my cards, these cards here, these were channeled experiences. The energy assigned to the sun was one of rebirth, where you're going to keep on putting yourself through cycles 1 through 9, or one of death, where you're going to put yourself through cycles 1 through 9. Only that shit going to kill you. And that's not kill you as in, that's kill you as in, holy shit, I can't get free. You understand that? A lot of y'all are in dead relationships. I'm not trying to be funny. Come on now. I say this shit all the time, and it's not just me, but the American people are in a blink twice relationship with its country. Blink twice if we are all in fucking danger. But when you lie to yourself about how everything is going to be good and everything can be better, you've already made space for the same shit that won't set you free. Which means you have timelessly already pulled yourself apart because you expect something else to hold you together. Good luck with that shit. I've said a lot, so I don't know what I'm saying again. Not trying to be funny. I don't know. So moving on to the next thing. Again, in the numerological sequencing breakdown of 8/19/2024, the next line is 8810. I did a whole reading, I believe that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. It might have been yesterday. About the 88s. The 88s are the gatekeepers. These are your deep programming points. These are your traumatic memories, not only just from things that you've experienced in this life cycle, but from the perception of other life cycles. And to be honest with you, which I try not to do to people because it fucks y'all up a lot, not trying to be funny, your traumatic 88s can be affected by the 88s of others, especially if you're in close proximity. We'll call this the Monique syndrome. I can't think of the name of that movie, but you remember when her and Precious, I think that was the name of the movie, and she was like, you ain't gonna be shit because I ain't shit, so you can't be shit either. That's a dangerous 88. When somebody's traumas streamline their energetic imprint on top of your 88 trauma imprint, and now that one, kind of like what you said earlier, whoever this was, and they was talking about, you know, these thoughts keep trying to tell me I don't have self-worth or whatever it was. When somebody else in your environment has a issue with self-worth, and they dump that energy on you and you conform, now you just picked up somebody else's trauma. Example I used to give all the time just to work this through: go to Walmart. Hell, shit, we just left Walmart. Fuck. And I'm an energy eater, but fuck, I might need another shower too. That's how nasty the energy is out there, because when you get inundated in people who have no regulation over their energy, it becomes hard for you to regulate your energy too. You understand that? So if you are in an environment where people who aren't safe in their energy, and then you trying to maintain your safety, two things happen. You either burn yourself out by trying to stay in shields and protections, and I'm gonna wear my crystals, and I got the third eye on my hand, all this other shit. You will always stay in protection, or you're going to be in reception. You're going to fall prey to everybody else's energy that's already eating on you. Psychic vampirism. So psychic vampirism is more than just, he just want to take my energy. Sometimes psychic vampirism is your motherfucking family. 9 times out of 10, psychic vampirism is your family. It's just some people don't want to admit that shit. Never let the outside make the inside safe. That's all I'll say. Never let the outside make the inside safe. This is an inside job. Find safety on the inside, or it will always be conditionalized by what's going on around you. Next line, 8810. Gatekeeping your choices that run the wheel of fortune. When my abundance is high, everything's good. Then it's good for me to keep using my wheel. WILL. But when my abundance is in overwhelm, then it becomes hard for me to use my will. What was the common denominator, whether it's up or down? Your will is in motion. So if all I got to do is slow my motions, slow my energy down, and see what's really going on before I keep investing into what they told me I have to have, or what I have to do, or what I shouldn't do, and what I ain't supposed to do. See all them conditionalisms? If I keep responding by giving my free will to what's been created without understanding that, holy shit, it forced me into creation by putting me into motion, I'm going to forever be responsive. But if I slow myself down and then I see what getting created, whether it's abundance or overwhelm, then I got more motherfucking responsibility to me. Now I can start making better decisions about my energetic investment, because if I put out too much, I might create my own overwhelm. If I don't put out enough, I might create too much overwhelm. If I put out just the right amount of energy, I might manifest my abundance. Why? Because the abundance comes from within. But what was the key? Alignment. Stay in alignment with yourself, and you'll get out of alignment to keep you in motion. What's this about? Your energy. Your free will. Your free will to fuck yourself by investing in everything that you think gonna get you, when the whole problem was you were already you. You are already you. You don't have to have a condition to stop having conditions, unless you've been conditioned to have conditions to stop having conditions. What's up, your mom? So 8810. You keep gatekeeping your choices that keep running the wheel. You gatekeep them. You hold on to them because that's the way I got taught, and that's what I see everybody else doing. That's the problem. Watching 99 fools fool themselves, and then you join in, mean there's 101 motherfucking fools. And yes, my math was correct. Oops, you fooled yourself twice. You fooled yourself by watching fools, and then you fooled yourself by becoming a fool too. Gatekeeping your choices though. Coveting that shit. Hermit card energy. That's a 9 or is it a 6? That's a 9 or is it a 6? It's your fucking perspective. It's your perspective. You covet your perspective. See, I invest and believe in this because that's what I've already been shown. Then good. If it's showing you what you want to see and what you need to see, now I'm a motherfucking stay in that lane. Really. If what you believe in and what you keep investing in is showing you the you that you really want to be, even if that's a slave, namaste. But if the you that you keep investing in is only showing you how to become more you by investing more in you to become more of it, you's a motherfucking fool. Oops. The difference is how much energy it's going to take for you to get back into healing. On my card, that is the Orisha Osean. Osean is the master healer. Mad knowledge of herbs and roots and stones and all healing modalities at the cost of sacrifice. For my Nordics, basically the equivalent of Odin, the Allfather, hung himself from the tree, stabbed himself, pulled the eye out just so he can get the knowledge of the runes. I now know everything in the universe. Yeah, but you fucked up, player. I don't care. I know everything. Same thing with Osean. One big eye, lost an ear, one stump root, one large hand, one small hand, one stump leg. You know what I'm saying? You are now no longer in your wholeness, but you can master separation because I can heal everything in separation except for myself. Holy shit, sound like Charon, the wounded healer. See, Charon is in retrograde, and because Charon is in retrograde, this is a perfect time to do the work on yourself. No, you idiots. Sorry if that offended you. Anything that tells you have to wait on something else to do your work means you're already enslaved. That'll hurt your feelings, and I don't care. If you have to wait on placements and alignments and retrogrades and eclipses and full moons and new moons and void moons and dark moons and Lilith returns and Saturn retrogrades and Saturn dark nights before you do the work that is already going on within you, what the fuck you doing all the other days? Just trying to make it, player. Just trying to make it. You are making it. You have just created and coveted everything that's going to require you to do healing because you ain't got time for you, but you got time for everything to pull you apart. Why? Because you loaded. You loads of vast energy. You love it. Yet it is only guaranteed to make you the sun. But the sun got an expiration date. Because the sun is already given up its abundance, my dear Lilith. You knew the ineffable name. If you knew the ineffable name by credence, did you birth the ineffable? Or if you didn't birth the ineffable, at some point you were just as ineffable yourself. Ineffable yourself. But it wasn't until you submitted your wholeness that you allowed something else to enslave you into separation, my dear Lilith. It's a perspective. Next line, 377. Next line, 377. Them damn thoughts. 77, the master spiritualists, the most delusional people there are. 7 is your self-awareness. 7 is the perspective of how I see myself without conditions. If there's 2 7s, you have a problem. If 7 is how I see myself without conditions, but I see myself without conditions here and I see myself without conditions there, please stop lying to yourself. Because you just saw yourself without conditions here, but you just created the condition of seeing yourself there, which means now that one's a lie, this one's a lie, and you're the fucking liar. Delusional as shit, because you can trick and tell yourself what you want to believe, and that will become your accepted reality. Rule number 101 of a fucking illusion: nothing's real. You can just accept it all. You understand that? In an illusion, you can accept anything, but that does not make it real. So, 377, you are communicating with the delusions, investing in illusions you can never make real. That write-up's down there. I unpinned it the other day because I got a lot of shit going on. But there's a pin up in there that says full blue supermoon, betrayer moon, and everything I'm talking about is already written down right there. This is just a card reading for it. So, wholeness, what's going on, Empress? So, 377 says, you are communicating with your delusions. Why? Because all it needs is your, holy shit, remember I told you about your free will? Your energetic investment. If any thought can get you to invest your energy into it, it automatically gets the rights of a thought formed. Oops. 377, communicating with delusions. Oops. Tears you apart. And now you that hangman I told you about Pitfall Harry trying to swing over that alligator. Better hope that rope hold up. Boop. Or else you about to be a sacrifice. In my cards, this is Orimila, Ifa, the diviner, the witness to it all. The witness to what? The witness to creation. At this time, I would like to submit a little common sense, spoken as the Ananta Shesha. If you witness creation, were you not already before creation itself? Shh, don't hurt yourself in thinking. Don't hurt yourself in thinking. But if you witness creation, were you not already there? So was creation the beginning, or was creation just another point in time? Was creation just another point in time where your potential connected to the potential of coming something else? Shh. You have to think in here. Your eye stuck. I can't blink. Blink twice if you're in danger. So, 377, were you communicating with your delusions? The only thing even going to get lost is you. Why? Because what I told you them thoughts want, your energy. The thoughts run the wheel of fortune in this realm. The primary thought, the prevalent thought, the thought that has fed from the most amount of energy will be the one that keeps eating the energy until the energy quits showing up. Quantum fucking entanglement. So, in 377, where you've already given your potential to what you keep connecting to, what you keep connecting to already has you as a sacrifice. Why? Because it doesn't get created until you show up. We are all the witnesses to creation with every thought we think. But if we don't think that we are stronger than the thought we think, then we are only the subject to what gets created. Take your fucking time with that one. Next line, 1114. In the numerical expression, vibrational sequencing of 8/19/2024, the full betrayer moon, the full super blue moon, that's 2:26 p.m. Eastern time. That's the peak time. That's as close as it's getting. 1114. 1111. 4 ones. That is the traditional. The angels are with me. That's activation. 1111 means I should keep going. What the fuck is this clown keep telling you? Sit still and figure out why you're moving. You get it? Before I keep going, let me figure out A, where I'm going, B, why I'm going, C, who the fuck am I, and 4, I did it on purpose. Is it even necessary? Is it even necessary? So that 1111 already got you 4. 4 is trap. Balance is a trap. Why? Because remember I just showed you where the whole problem with the sacrifice is making you connect 1 into 2. The fuck is this? What was that? From the 70s. Light bright. Connecting the motherfucking pegs so that I can make a picture. Yeah, that's what it is. Giving all your energy into building a picture. That is really all the universe is. It is you creating a story, including yourself. Universe. One voice. One story. In the form of separation. Universe. Multiverse. You telling a story alongside the other lies that you've already told yourself. And now all of you think you're real. Myself included. Multiverse. Oops. So, 1114. You activated into a trap. And your energy is the only thing keeping this shit in balance. That's a trauma, so I won't do that. But I'll have a transparent moment with you. You said that's a huge download. Lura, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I have an issue with downloads and uploads. I have an issue with downloads because, like, say right around 2012, between 2012 to probably 2020, a lot of people were on this bullshit. The Arcturians and the Pleiadians are sending down light codes and downloads, and they're reprogramming us to make a new reality. When I just got through telling you a few minutes ago, you can't create reality, but you can create reality that you accept inside of illusion. So to me, downloads, when they're programming you and giving you new parameters for programming to create more, that's still another form of enslavement. So I challenge people all the time. And again, I say it, not trying to be funny. My thing is, when people say they're having downloads, that is a perception that something has now activated some part within me. And I like to challenge you and tell you, stop that download, upload, and call it awareness. A part of me that has been trapped in has now been set free. See the difference? Download connotates balance because it's from something external. You understand that? You download your virus into a server. That means there's duality. But in the sense to where I'm saying, no, I just had a point of awareness to where some of this ancient programming that we keep falling prey to just fell apart. Just fell apart. What's the end game for existence? To stop lying to yourself by creating lies to love. We fell in love with our lies. And we won't let them go, even when they keep cheating on us. How do they cheat on us? Because they never show you what you want to see on a level that you deserve. And if you are of the ilk to think that we don't deserve more than what we have been receiving, you're part of the problem. Scarcity consciousness. So, 11114. Activated into a trap, and your energy is the balance. Why? Because you justify the separation. The 11, justice, justification. My righteousness in believing in what I've been taught, shown, and what I believe, even when it has not shown me what I need to see, and I will stand up and fight for it. And that is the majority of people. You will fight tooth and nail for what you believe in, even when what you believe in don't even believe in you. Or if whatever you believe in don't even believe in you enough to show you something different. So then you come up with all kind of bullshit to justify why wrongdoings are allowed to keep you righteously led astray. Stabbing yourself. Sacrificed. Waiting on a savior. Oops. So, 11114. Holy shit. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. The balance of justice will be followed by the sword. Everything is a distraction. Every thought that takes you out of wholeness is automatically a distraction. If your thoughts do not show you wholeness, they already mean to put you in separation. Separation from yourself is already a distraction. Take your little 2-year-old to the doctor and get ready to give him a shot. Huh, mama? You just distracting him so he can get harmed. I mean, helped pharmaceuticals. They're not helping you. But you see what I'm saying? We distract people every day. But we do it with the beneficial thought of helping them. So everything in this realm is a distraction, especially if it is only lying to you and telling you that it's a truth, but it never sets you free. It only puts you on a fucking journey. I'm already me. If the spiritual journey is to find myself, there's no travel needed. No travel needed. There's just for me to sit my punk ass down and see what keeps making me not want to be still. Even when the only thing that is moving me is me. That's a sign of trauma. I got work to do with me. I'll eat that. Again, my role in this experience is the reflection of all things. There is a side of us that remembers what things potentially are. I can't say are. What things potentially are in counter to what we potentially believe things to be. In this realm, I'm what's called a sacred clown, a heyoka, a kachina spirit. We counter what people accept so that you learn to figure out why you accept it. That's a Heyoka's job, a sacred clown. We don't buy the whole story. We just want you to understand why you keep selling yourself into it. So in that sense, yes, I'm a distraction. Whereas everybody keeps buying separation, I'm a proponent for wholeness. To me, the separation is a distraction. Because how can you get your shit together when the only thing you're doing is sponsoring what's pulling you apart? You can't. You'll never get free. If everything you're using to get free is of the systems that's designed to keep you enslaved and pulled apart, you already guaranteed your own fucking captivity. History will show you that. If you don't do nothing to set yourself free, you waiting on the master to stop you from being a slave. Even when all they did was change the name. Sorry. 1114, activated into a trap. Next line, 44. The master manifester. What is the master manifester? The person who already understands that the balance is in a trap, and so the only way to get out of the trap is by keeping a balance. I'll do it. I do comical readings. Again, that's a sacred clown. Sometimes I do comedy readings. I did readings a couple years ago. Well, I think it was 4 years ago during the Rona. Can't say that other word before I get barred off again. But during the Rona times, I did an apocalypse reading to where you better figure out your apocalypse partner because shit's getting bad. And I even saw somebody do a video yesterday where it's like, what are you going to do when the apocalypse comes? And somebody was like, shit, I thought that's what we were already doing. Yeah, we're already in apocalyptic energies, and this ain't got shit to do with the Bible and all this other stuff. I'm just saying the state of decay, mentally, morally, socially, financially, sexually, all that other shit, all the Lees. Lee getting his ass kicked out here. So in the sense that where all the Lees are fucked up out here, we are in apocalyptic times. So what I'm getting at is, if you buy into a system of apocalypse and you think you have to go through the apocalypse, the analogy I used at the beginning of the reading, if I think I have to go through the apocalypse to get out of the apocalypse without realizing that it was my energy that created the apocalypse, I am the apocalypse. The master manifester, what I'm getting at is the person who thinks that they have to keep having all of the conditions of the trap as what's going to help establish balance. This is what older military minds like myself and conspiracy theorists have said, where you really can't keep choosing two birds of the same feather because both of them going to peck your eyes out. You understand that? You can't choose left or right because both of them going to fuck you. You have to throw the whole system away and start out fresh and see what's really there. Because if you keep using from the same systems that already have shown you they don't work, where's the change? You only trap yourself in the balance of what already got you trapped. That is a master manifester. I'm trapped over here, but if I establish a balance with it over here by bringing what's over here to over here, holy shit, 4 + 4, 8. You just created your own struggle because you don't want to do anything different, so you are already guaranteed to give your energy to the same. If you've been paying attention to this reading, what I told you, the thoughts only want you to keep doing the same. Why? Because it is your will, W-I-L-L, that keeps the wheel, W-H-E-E-L, in fucking motion. And if the wheel of fortune has not shown you the fortune of being fortunate enough to have fortune, you are unfortunately fucked. Sorry if my language hurts your little fucking feelings. You'll be the fuck alright. Those of us that cuss will live longer than your fucking ass anyway. So, 44. You manifest this in your ignorance and in your arrogance because your ego, your energy that has been generated and operated into a trap, won't set you fucking free. Hi. The majority of you have so much fucking ego through your arrogance that you'll never be free. Even if everything's already been revealed. Hey, Giselle. So, even though Gabriel been blowing his horn, holy shit, what I just get to telling you? Apocalypse. You motherfuckers are fucked. You better do something different. We gonna keep doing the same because it was written. Dumbasses. So, since everything been revealed to show you, stop doing the same shit. You keep connecting to nothing, waiting on nothing to show you everything when it already did. If what you keep doing keeps showing you the same results, That, my dear children, is called the definition of insanity. You keep connecting to everything, trying to see more when there's nothing else to give, but it can keep taking more of your energy. By the time you get 40, Social Security gonna be torn apart. That's okay. They'll just come up with some more money for it. Sorry, we don't have any more money for it. Pow, pow, pow. $700 million for every country in the world except for your own. I almost said the N-word. Oops. Dumbasses. So, 44. Well, you keep manifesting everything that got you trapped because your dumbass ain't ready to be free. Even when it's already been revealed that everything you need to listen to, you keep ignoring. Why? 4 plus 4, 8. The struggle with the thoughts in your head. There's too many thoughts in my head and I can't get to a safe space to be me. Well, who's that in your head? I don't know. I'm trauma responsive. Cosmic schizophrenia. Divine amnesia. I don't know who I am, so I need to go on a journey to get somewhere safe so I can just be me. Be you who? Me in response to all the traumas that I keep holding in my head. Because if I find the safest trauma in my head that looks like the safest version of me, that's going to be reality. That's not you. That's just you that been pulled apart and you learned to love, that sacrificed you, and you going to righteously learn to love it, even though it's already been revealed. It done killed you abundantly. Killing me softly. 8. The struggle with the thoughts of your mind that become the abundance of everything. I wrote this 5 days ago. Oops. The struggle with the thoughts in your mind become the abundance of everything you get overwhelmed by. Hint. Struggle less with your alignment and stop alignment to unravel you. Huh? You mean if I be still and see what's really moving me before I move, I might have a higher success rate of manifestation? Yeah. But no, so-and-so said if I keep going that way because it's working for them, it's going to work for me too. Okay, fool. Okay, fool. 2-9. You done connected to somebody else's high vibration. But you connected to somebody else's high vibration might mean that they connected to you to keep vibrating higher. Oops. That hurt. I'm sorry. I apologize for that because that was a realization moment for somebody when, you keep giving your energy into people and then you sit back and watch them win, and then when they win, they forget about you, and then you feel used. Don't feel used. Really. You can be bitter, you can be angry, and you can be mad. I invested in them. That's the whole problem right there. You invested in something more than you invested in yourself. You invested in the reflection of somebody who did not offer you reciprocity, which means you did not offer reciprocity to yourself. So the abundance that you should have been keeping for yourself, you invested in somebody else and it manifested. Why the fuck you mad? You gave them the space to take your energy because you just had well wishes, righteously separating yourself. And you, authorizing that separation, use the rights of the creator to create it. You invested your abundance in somebody else and they got it. But why I ain't get it? Because you didn't invest in the abundance that's already within you. So where's the fucking lie? It didn't have to go that way. No, it didn't. But you did it. You said, I sponsor your growth by becoming my own cancer. So the only thing that happened when somebody else makes a gain, when you take a loss, is you gain more motherfucking trauma. Oops. So what the fuck is going on out there tomorrow, 8/19, where you are struggling with what you gave your power to? Understand your power before you give it away. Holy shit, Uncle Ben. With great power comes great responsibility, Peter. Holy shit, what? You mean my free will? Yep. It is your free will to eschew yourself. It is your free will to be your own trickster. It is your free will to go on them crossroads when crossing them roads without looking both ways could get you fucked up. Spoken as an eschew spirit. Crossing the roads without looking both ways get you fucked up, Cher. Wholeness. Y'all gonna learn.